What's cracking, guys? Omar Isuf here, back with another video. We're gonna rustle some jimmies today, okay? Some people might be a little bit mad about this video, but it needs to be said. And again, I'm not trying to be inflammatory with any of the rhetoric I'm about to use, but I actually genuinely mean this. If you haven't trained people in person, I don't think it's responsible to immediately jump towards training people online. And I see this all too often.
No equipment necessary besides a towel.
And I see a lot of gimmicks, and there's a wide variety. So it's not just, strength specific, bodybuilding specific. It's across the entirety of social media where there's individuals, and you could clearly tell, I think coaches know, they could see that instantaneous feedback. Okay, has this information been vetted either by the current evidence that's available to us or from a wealth of experience coaching a pretty large population group, a pretty large sample size? And what we'll tend to see online, gimmicks sometimes, and we could talk about the female fitness space, the male fitness space, it's really appealing, right? So I'll give you an example. Some movements, simply put, don't film that well aesthetically, okay? So a bench press, if I'm in a stringer, I'm doing some sets, it doesn't look that great. But if you want to get them IG clicks, if suddenly you're doing a chest fly or you're doing something else where you can see the muscle actually being worked, immediately someone's going to click more on that because you see it and it looks visually appealing, right? The muscle is in a more favorable position. Not for hypertrophy or strength, but just for Instagram. And so people will highlight that, right? They'll use that because thumbnails are so important these days. They'll use that. Same idea where people want to stand out. And so they want to stand out in a crowd. And so now that it's pretty busy, when I started on YouTube, nobody was making content because they're like, I can't make money from this. I'm like, really? You only want to make content because you want to make money?
Hello. I like money.
And so people want to stand out, so they'll come up with a new idea. And there's nothing wrong with trying to be inventive. There's nothing wrong with trying to push the boundaries. There's nothing wrong with experimenting with some exercises, some variations, rep ranges, doing a new protocol that you design in order to see if it's effective. But when you rely upon that, the novelty to try and stand out, that's when it becomes dangerous. And one of the sure signs I can tell if someone's an actual coach, they care about getting the person results. Not about standing out, but about getting results. Result-driven coaching. And that's why I kind of say with YouTube, and I joke around a hell of a lot here, but outcome-based decision-making is very important. I've been fortunate in order to rub elbows a little bit with some of the best coaches in the industry. I mean, you've seen the videos with, Brad Schoenfeld. You've seen videos of myself and Greg Knuckles. We worked for a long time on some projects. Eric Helms recently, Alberto Nunez. I've been very fortunate. But I've also been a trainer for over 10 years. I've coached hundreds and hundreds of people from a bunch of different categories. Beginners, intermediate, advanced lifters, different goals, variety of goals. If you want to get stronger, if you want to get bigger, if you want to lose weight, I'm very confident with a lot of the things I say because I'm not just pulling it out of my ass. At any given time, even right now, I'm not coaching people in person technically, but I'll help out friends. There's always at least 5 to 10 people I'm helping out technique, and I'm thinking about things. I'm watching people's form, and I'm thinking, okay, is that like the best way to be lifting that? What if they were to shift their hips a little bit lower? I think probably for their morphology, it'd be better. And so I think coaching is a skill you need to develop. And when your population sample size is N equals 1, so just yourself, you're like, oh, dude, bro, I started lifting, and I went from a 135-pound deadlift to a 500-pound deadlift in a year. I know what's up. I know how to coach people. I'm strong, therefore I know how to coach people. It doesn't work like that. Same idea about the largest dude in the gym, Professor Shako. Man, it was amazing working with him. One of the things that he said, coaching is a unique skill, and simply being a good lifter does not make you a good coach. And he has often found very good lifters do not make good coaches. So you think there'd be a passage between those two skills. So you're a great lifter, therefore you'll kind of understand the coaching aspect. But he personally feels that it's not the case. And I could see definitely some of what he's saying. And I think this can be a problem once again when you have a crowded space and you're trying to stand out. And I'm not trying to point the finger here. I've made mistakes. I've said things in videos that later I'm like, I got to edit that out because that's not right. I think part of being a good coach is you try and stay up to date. It's not about being 100% correct all the time, but it's about trying to make yourself better over said time. And so there's been some things over time where I look back and I think, you know what? Okay, and I think you got to check your ego because sometimes people will plant their flag and they're willing to die upon it. So they'll be like, this is the movement. I'm going to invent a movement. The Arnold press, that's not Arnold's movement, but I'm inventing this. Dude, it's the best front deltoid development for hypertrophy that you can ever have. And when new evidence comes in and it seems overwhelming, you might be wrong. Nope, I'm going to plant that flag even further down. And that's when you can become a guru. That's when people, once again, because they want to stand out, they'll tend to do those things. Instead, if you could keep some humility, and you can have the intention clear with what you want to do, making your athletes or clients better, I think you can never go wrong. So I think it's fantastic all the time on Iron Culture, on this YouTube channel. There's people here that leave comments like, man, I've been watching your content, now I want to be a trainer, I've gone to university, I have a degree now in kinesiology. That's fantastic. I think self-betterment doesn't just apply in the gym. But I think for that reason, there is that experience gap we'll tend to see. And coaches know this. Like I see Alan when he makes videos, I could tell he's still coaching people and he has that wealth of experience. I could also tell when someone, once again, doesn't. And so I see my boy, Silent Mike, when he coaches someone in person, we filmed that video quickly when I was at Untamed Strength. It's easy to take a look at someone's technique because one, I've done it a lot, but two, I know if you do A, likely B will follow. So there is that experience rather than like, it worked for me, let's fucking do it. Or, oh, this probably is going to stand out. My side tricep looks sick when I do this exercise. Let me talk about this exercise being the hidden secret. So I just wanted to make a very quick video. I don't want to say anything super inflammatory, but it does need to be said, especially for those that are up and coming, let's say social media fitness influencers thinking about things and they think now, oh man, it's hard to stand out. Don't think about standing out. Think about becoming better. Think about becoming a better coach, increasing your knowledge, and becoming a better overall lifter and helping to service the people that are actually paying you in order to get results. Anyways, that's all I wanted to say. Thank you so much for watching the video. Severn, sound effect again. If you liked the video, that was an earthquake, probably a 12.4. I don't want to abuse the Richter scale, but I think that's an entirely accurate number. Definitely. If you liked the video, you made it to the end of the video. You're like sitting back there with some popcorn or maybe some fat-free Jello, and you're not going to like the damn video. Like the damn video, and I'll see all you guys, my rascals, in that next one. Peace.
Eat your vegetables, eat your vegetables, eat your fucking vegetables.